Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. News update. It's not about grass. It's just people roaming around who want to colonize a place and take over people's lands. Abaribe speaks of Fulani Hérdsméñ. Oh yes, that's what Senator Abaribe is saying. Yes, the former Senate minority leader. Yes, Senator Enyine Abaribe representing Abia South Senatorial District. Yes. He said there's no need having herdsmen roaming around the southeast, destroying people's farms and killing the people of the region in the name of doing their businesses. Oh, yes. Abaribe said a lot of things about these herdsmen and their activities. Yes. He said, look, this is not about grass, grazing. Say they want to colonize. They want to take over people's land. He said they are foreigners, they are invaders. Says they are coming to take over people's land. Say if they want to do ranching in Nigeria, say they should do it in the north. Say ranching should be in the north, they should not bring it in the southeast. Say no land. In the north they have enough land for this ranching. Say why roaming the streets in the southeast? Why? Say no. Look at because the bill to establish ranching scaled second reading at the National Assembly, and that's why the senator is raising this alarm. Yes, the bill to establish ranching in all the 36 states of the Federation scaled second reading. And look at what the lawmaker said, quote, that's Senator Abaribe, quote, what baffles some of us really is that we see solutions and we pretend that we don't see the solutions. The matter is very clear. There is nowhere in the world where people are left to roam everywhere. The best cattle producing countries in the world are done through ranching. The North has more than enough land for ranching. Even Awolowo set up ranches when he was a premier. This is not rocket science to the northern governors. The point really is when you engage them, that's the northern governors, outside of their porterhouses of power, they tell you the truth. So it behoves on the president and his cabinet and those who are involved to deal with this issue. The Sultan of Sokoto had one time under former President Buhari administration said that 90% of all these bandits were from the same Fulanis. It wasn't me that said it. It's not like we don't know. There's no earthly reason why somebody should come to Abia State and let his cattle roam in our farms as far south as Abia State. In fact, last week, some youths from my own local government, Obingwa, in Abia State, from a place called Akpambako, sent SOS, that Save Our Souls message to me that herders were wiping out their farms with their cows. There's nowhere in the world that is done. The sooner we get to the grips with that, the better for everybody. So it is not grass, it is just people roaming around who want to colonize a place and take over people's lands. And until we say truthful to each other, there's nowhere we can go beyond this mountain of whether it can be done or not. It was unfortunate that the Buhari government was the government that openly supported people who are not Nigerians. There was a funny part of debate on the floor of the Senate on that same ranching bill when we said that everybody should go back to their state of origin. Some people got up and said no, that these people don't have states of origin. If anybody don't have a state of origin in Nigeria, it means he is not a Nigerian. And that is all we have been saying all along. Part of good relations is that I will respect your right, and you will respect my rights. as a citizen, but there are some agreements that were made which we found utterly ridiculous. When somebody argues that an Igbo spare parts dealer can operate anywhere in the country, of course, the Igbo spare parts dealer buys his goods, rents a shop, stays in his shop, and does his business that you buy and sell. The Igbo spare parts dealer does not carry AK-47 to kill someone. But somebody else is going around with his cattle, destroys your farms, kills you and your children and wife and family, and you tell me that he is free to do that? How can the two things even be compared? That's the point. And that is why most people are so bothered. Some people have been arrested, but they are set free. People have been stopped from going somewhere. Why? Because at the end of the day, you go back to the security agents, and the security agencies will tell you that their hands are tied. When some women came to me in my local government, all we said was, go to the DPO because I cannot take laws into my hands. It is the security agents that are supposed to do it. Most states have passed those laws, but a state does not have its own security agencies because they have to refer back to both the Nigerian police and the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Air Force. At the end of the day, there must be a clear determination by the government in this country that the killing of Nigerians must stop, that the taking over of people's lands in Nigeria must stop, that the destruction of properties and farms must stop. Unless that is done, how to do it brings this question of letting everybody go back to their states of origin and establish ranches there. There was a particular time the national chairman of the APC, former Governor Ganduje, said, when there was debate on ranching, that Kano State alone has more than enough land for all the cows in Nigeria. And nobody has said it is not true. There are more cows in Botswana than in Nigeria. And the size of Botswana is the size of 2 states in the southeast. It's just a question of will. It's a question of we doing the right thing. In the 21st century, there's no way anybody can assume that the way we lived in the 19th century is the way we are going to live today. It will not be possible. We will always have these conflicts if it is not dealt with expeditiously. End of quote. That is Senator Abaribe, the A to Z to his statement on the Fulani Hérdsméñ, particularly the bill at the National Assembly, the ranching bill scaling the second reading. It said no, ranching, carry it to go to the northern region and do your ranching. Don't bring it to the southeast. No way, we won't accept it. Why will you do that? Bring